No, I would not like to remember this transaction. Anyway. Gas prices, am I right? Boy, she sounds good. Well, everybody, what a lovely day for a ride. It's a little breezy today, and maybe not the clearest skies, but we'll still make a great trip. And I'm getting out a little bit later in the day, just because I wanted it to warm up outside, and this is a solo trip, so I can do whatever I want. And yeah, I sent some invites out, and I guess everyone was busy this weekend, so this is my form of being busy. So, anyway, hopefully the mic is working the way it's supposed to. I finally got my Cardo hooked up to my camera via good old Bluetooth. I would have had a video out for you guys a long time ago if I remembered how to connect it, because I accidentally connected my GoPro to my Cardo in phone pairing mode instead of GPS pairing mode, and so that kind of sucked. So like, I couldn't play any music through my phone or anything like that. I was just, okay, well, this is kind of boring. And the audio in the video was absolutely abysmal. So, hopefully this works. Because finally, it behaves the way it's supposed to when I tested it. So, I mean, if it doesn't work, then you're just going to see a bunch of subtitles or a bunch of stupid music. And there we go. Anyway. So, today we're heading up to Blanchard Mtn, kind of just riding around the Bellingham area. I really like that road just by the pictures of it. I've never been up there before, so we'll see what that all entails. The idea is to get up there, just hang out at the overlooks, and get some good pictures. And if we have time, I'll go ahead and make a little coffee shop stop over at Woods Coffee along Fairhaven. Yeah, just hang out by the water there. But otherwise, if we're kind of running tight on time, I'll just make my way back through Chuckanut, which is Highway 11, and then heading into Arlington on Highway 9. So that's going to be the goal. And without further really say or do, let's just get this trip going, shall we? This is the third ride that I've taken on my bike ever since I did a little bit of work on it. Basically what I did was the front brakes, rebuilt the calipers, got new pads, pistons and seals on there, also got new rotors, and I've made some really, really stupid, funny mistakes that I'll be entertained with for a very long time. And it's a good thing, because I will not make that mistake again. So, live and learn, right? But I got that all sorted out, and so now it rides beautifully. The front end is all in spec. I also sent my forks out to get serviced. They do have a little bit of wear on them, you know? I mean, with a bike that's at 24.3 thousand miles, you know, your forks are gonna see a little bit of wear. They do have some really good creases, or well, not creases, but like scratches or something running vertically down the inner fork tube. So that's going to be kind of a thing to consider working on later. But for now, the new seals and the new bushings are in pretty good shape. I haven't had any leaking problems or anything yet, so we'll see how long these last. And you know, even if I have to get new seals and bushings every 6 months, my dollar per mile is still pretty good. So okay, so I did a quick camera check. Everything looked good. So off we go. So the idea is that we stay on 9 until we get to about Cedar Woolley, and then we gotta get on 20 for a little bit. Okay. So get on 9, tie in 20. And there we go. Okay. Should be easy. Yeah, see, there we go. Here's another dirt bike. I love seeing dirt bikes and quads in the back of people's trucks or trailers, and because like this is the most common way that people go to Walker Valley, and you know, dirt bikes, quads, wheelers, whatever. You know, everyone's there to have a good time, and you know, every time I see that, I'm like, man, you know, I hope that, you know, if you broke something on your toy, you can fix it. I hope you didn't break anything on yourself, but man, I sure know you had a good time. I bet my crash bars over at Walker, not on this thing, but on the 300. I didn't show it on the video because I was really just more concerned about saving time. But man, I drove my bike so many times at Walker, it wasn't even funny. Like, if you take a 327-pound wet weight, without any accessories on it, if you take that kind of a bike, like my 300, and you know, you put panniers on it, you put a roto-packed gas cannon on it, it can get to weighing, you know, much more. I don't know exactly how much more I was packing, but you know, you can definitely feel the difference. And when you take that up trails that dirt bikes that are, you know, 200 pounds can very easily just hop into and ride through, it becomes a challenge, you know? I mean, you're basically weighing about twice as much as what these other guys are rocking, and it sucks. Road work ahead. Boy, I sure hope it does. Does that mean there's a flagger? 1 lane road, yep. Okay. Alright, alright. Be prepared to stop. Yep, okay. Oh wow, the green, okay, alright. I just might catch the green light. Maybe. Yep. They're doing some repairs here. Please watch for motorcycles. Yes, absolutely. I could not agree more. Speaking of motorcycle. What's good, bruh? I normally don't give the full wave. Like the, you know, but that was a KTM rider. Oh, I'll give him the goofy wave. I had someone do that to me and I was laughing for like the next couple miles. It made me so happy. I don't know why. Cause like, when you give someone the traditional, you know, 2 wheels down, you know, gesture, it's very, very original. And so you're like, oh yeah, you know, 2 wheels down, ride safe, you know. When someone gives you the full wave, it's great. Because, like, you already see their eccentric personality, and you're like, you know, I vibe with this. I like you. My camera battery's pretty low right now, so I'll do what I gotta do for the maps. We'll get there. I'll pop back on the video, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, just had to do a quick little battery change here. I actually got off a really fun off-road section. Nothing really to it, just a gravel road, but I wasn't expecting it to be gravel. The moment that I saw the sign that said Primitive Road, I was like, oh boy, I'm in for a little treat. Not only is the destination's road gravel, I got a little bit of extra gravel today, so I'm cool with that. So I was basically right on the money when I estimated our time of arrival. We might be there at about, I don't know, 3:30, 3:40, somewhere in there, depending on how long it takes me to get all my stuff put back together here. But we're doing well on time, so. This is really the only thing we gotta do, just work our way up here, and then this is the road. We'll do all couple miles that is, and we'll end up at the viewpoint. We'll chill out there for a little bit, and then we'll take a look at the clock. We'll see kind of how we're doing for time. So anyway, here we go. All right, let's get into this, shall we? As long as we don't run into too many stupid people, I think this is a pretty easy seeming road. Oh, of course a trailer. Nice. The fun thing about being on a motorcycle is that you can squeeze by people so easily, for the most part. I mean, there's always those tight situations, but this is okay. Of course, I had to wash the bike right before riding on dusty gravel. Oh gosh, I hate those so much. You lose traction really easily on them. Oh, hello. I feel like the traction control, I keep fighting the bike. I don't want to do that. Blanchard State Forest. Great. Okay, so this is the first parking lot. We're gonna pass this, and we're gonna go to the other one. A very low second gear, I think, would be okay. Yeah, not a bad road at all. A couple little potholes here and there, but that's the worst that it gets. Oh my gosh, I can see a view from here. This is gonna be great. It doesn't take much. It just takes a little bit of elevation and something to look at, and I am so happy with the overlook. Okay, the lower parking lot and the upper. I'm just gonna keep going up as high as we can go. Very cool. We got plenty of time. I think what I'll do is I'll get out of here and we'll head down Chuckanut a little further. We'll end up in Fairhaven and we'll make a quick little coffee shop stop because it's always a tradition of mine. Every time I go on a solo trip, I just stop at a coffee shop, hang out there for a little bit, and once we're done there, we'll be on our way home. I will film the entire route through Chuckanut. It's supposed to be really cool and we're supposed to be close to the water, so it's been a really long time since I've been on Chuckanut, so to be honest, I don't remember what all is there, especially up close to the water like we will be. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there, and I'll have it all on video. I love the way this sounds. Engine braking is definitely useful in this scenario. I love the engine braking on this bike. It's really smooth, like it's responsive, but it's not jerky. Yeah, so there's a ton of trails out here. Like if you're a mountain biker or if you like hiking, that's the way to go. And it basically maintains this view, it seems like, all the way around. I should come here in the summer to do a little bit of hiking. That'd be cool. Alright, we're almost back on 11, so railroad crossing or two, and I think there's two. Back onto Chuckanut, and we'll be on Chuckanut until we get to roughly Fairhaven. Ish. And the scenic route begins. Tsunami zone, yeah, no kidding. Leaving the tsunami zone even though we're like right here? Okay, alright. I guess. It's a very short tsunami zone. You know, a few miles back, I saw the entering tsunami zone sign. Ah, I smell food. The smell of food is very enticing right now, I'm not gonna lie. Rocks. I like rocks. Rocks are cool. Especially these ones, as long as they stay up. Yeah, this is really pretty. Very cool. You got greens on one side, you got wet stuff on the other side. An oyster bar. Fancy. It's a very nice building. Why are you in the middle of the road, dude? Jeez, how long is this turn? Of course, I got a whole line of cars behind me, so I can't really take it easy. I gotta actually get moving. Typical. Enjoy the view, they say. Yeah, while you're paranoid because there's 3 or 4 cars behind you. I hate people who tailgate motorcycles, man. It's like, where did you learn to drive? Oh, that's a really cool view, actually. I wish I had a camera stuck to the side of my helmet so I wouldn't have to, like, turn my head with the camera to look at something. Waterfall. Yeah, make that both sides, actually. Major wet stuff on that side. Little waterfalls and everything else on the other side. I like that there's a little bit of twisties in this road too. I almost said trail. It's also kind of funny because these rocks on the side of me are making my exhaust sound louder. Thoroughly enjoying that. It's amazing how good the stock exhaust sounds of the Africa Twins. But hey, we got blue skies poking through, so that's great. Alright, well, they seem pretty busy today too, but hopefully we can find a spot. And yeah. Oh, there's a spot right there. Perfect. Nice. That's electric vehicle charging. Nice. Let's park right here. Really nice if I had the brains to back into this spot. Alright, let's go have a nice warm drink or something. Helmet hair? Don't care. Here we are back on Chuckanut, and we're just gonna take this route back, and then we'll hit 20 for a little bit, and then we'll hit 9. Oh my gosh, those are deer. They're the same color as the bushes, okay? I didn't realize they were deer. That's not good. Okay, note to self, there are deer here. That's really not funny. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm really glad that I was able to verify that my mic is working, because I'm so glad to have captured this dialogue. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. Yep. Watch out for deer. Anyway. That was not cool. Okay, I gotta pay attention. Oh my gosh, dude, these trees. So cool. Love the trees. It's just this one short little section of it too, which is hilarious. It's like, what? The road couldn't be just all trees? Like that? So cool. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was trying to say. Oh yeah, so we're just gonna take the same route back to Darrington the same way that we came in. And yeah, that'll consist of being on Chuckanut for a little bit until we can get on Highway 20 for a few miles and then tie into Highway 9, back into Arlington, and then 530. So the route is pretty straightforward from here. I just need to make sure that I tie into Highway 20 properly, and it's pretty simple. Just follow the signs of the roundabout. That'll be it. Yeah, so what a cool trip. I'm not gonna lie, man. This Chuckanut area in general has so many cool things to offer. Like, you know, whether it's Blanchard Mountain or whether it's, you know, just the views that you get off of this road. So I definitely do want to come back here and explore this area a little bit more in depth. Eventually, maybe during the summer. You know, catch a really cool sunset or something. The other trip that I have planned at some point this year is going to be in Anacortes. The goal is to hit Bowman Bay and just tour basically that entire area. So I've had really, really good times over at Bowman Bay, and it would be even cooler on a motorcycle. Hopefully I'll have another buddy with me for that trip, because it will be kind of a longer one. I was thinking about camping out there. Maybe. Just kind of depends on A, who's going with me, if anyone. Whoa. B, just kind of my personal availability. But yeah, it will be kind of a longer trip, so that's something to plan for. Again, summer is going to be full of trips like this, and with some good views and, you know, good times. This Africa Twin is going to have a lot of miles put on it this summer. There's a lot of longer trips that I have planned. To be honest, I don't really have a whole lot planned for the 300. That's just kind of my trail bike, so even though I do still plan on riding it, I don't have any distinct, like, this is where we're going kind of plans. However, there's a ton of roads on the Mountain Loop Highway that I would like to visit at some point, as well as do another trip up Stickelson. So, yeah. And Stickelson, the African Twin can do the Stickelson route too. Like, there's really nothing that I would feel uncomfortable doing at Stickelson with the Twin. However, it's just a big heavy bike and it's going to be a really long day, so I have to plan accordingly. So, yeah. Now, if I decided this bike is going to be a full-time, like, maybe like a 70% on-road, 30% off-road kind of a deal, I might change the tires out from being the Trail Max Raid to the Trail Max Mission. I do like the Trail Max Raid though. They're actually a very good tire. I haven't had this bike for long enough to test the longevity of it, but as far as traction, I feel like I get really good traction on-road and off-road with that, so... Hi! Anyway. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty eventful summer if things go the way I think they will go. Do I want to stop and get another view? We're good. Kind of on a time crunch now because I spent a lot of time just sitting by the water. And then I realized, crap, it's gonna take about 2 hours to get back to Darrington, so I gotta kind of get going, so... That's always my problem. I'll stay at the destination for so long to the point that I have to, like, really get moving to go back. But no, I'll just enjoy the view from here. It's a great view. I got an Africa Twin right in front of me. It's funny because my camera that's pointing at me right now is probably seeing that my visor is fogging up every time I giggle. On a motorcycle, I am so eccentric. It's almost annoying. Like, I'll catch myself cackling at, like, the dumbest things. But, you know, I mean, that's how you know that I'm mentally unlocked. You know, I'm not really very stoic anymore. Yeah, that's one thing that I've noticed about being on this road is people don't like to stay in their own lane. That's quite irritating, actually. This is a fun turn. I don't know why. It's just a turn, but it's fun. Try to explain this to someone who is not enthusiastic about what they're riding or driving. It just will not make sense to them. They're like, you're so mentally low that you are enthusiastic about a turn? Really? But you try to tell a motorcyclist that, and they're like, yeah, I totally get it, man. That turn was epic. I love twisty roads, you know, this, that, and the other thing. And then, yeah, you know, you get your average commuter who's like, nah, it's just a turn. Alright, well, we came very, very close to being empty. I decided to not worry about getting gas. And here I am in Arlington, and yeah, we're at one bar. So, good timing. And the sun is setting, so I should be home just after dark. Oh man, dude, I'm gonna be laughing about that for a really long time. Is that a KTX? No, no, this is an African Twin. Oh god, my buddy's got a KTX. I'm like, what the heck is a KTX? Like this whole time I'm thinking, there's a KLX. Maybe he's talking about a KLX. So I thought he was talking about a freaking KLX. But no, he's talking about actually a KTM. But he was calling it KTX. That's really funny. Oh my gosh. He thought that this one was a KTX. Dude! And yeah, without any further to say or do, just make it home. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.